Quinn here with SEO Works, and in this video, we're going to cover the question, what is social media marketing? As always, if you're just looking for help to get your SEO or your social media marketing started, you don't have to wait to the end of this video. We offer a series of completely free opportunities that will help you get started, including our no strings attached SEO analysis. These freebies are intended to help you get an understanding of our transparency, our expertise, and the type of work we can do upfront without any commitment. You can find links below for these freebies as well as other tools that we offer like our marketing budget tool and our core web vitals tool. These will give you ample resources to make educated decisions moving forward. All right, so if you've ever bought or at least been interested in buying something as a result of an ad placed on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or otherwise, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to talk about how to utilize and leverage the power and technology behind social media marketing. So let's get into it. Here's what you can expect from the next couple of minutes of this video. We're going to talk about what is social media marketing, why is social media marketing important, how to determine if you need it, and the next steps that you can take right now. So what exactly is social media marketing? Social media marketing is a powerful tool for digital marketing because of the inherent power behind social media in general. Humans are naturally social beings, and social media has leveraged the power of being social across the internet. The truth is, in the right situation, we take the words of others as law very easily. Of course, when our guard is up, the situation is different. But for the most part, in casual scenarios, what people experience takes precedence over a lot of other types of influence and persuasion. And the social media giants not only caught onto this quickly, but they built their platforms with this in mind. Now, we could go back and forth on claims that support and are against marketing in general. But for this conversation, it's important that we agree that marketing stimulates the economy. And it's because of marketing dollars that a lot of the things on the internet are free and available to us. Despite the many conversations and debates out there, Facebook and other social media platforms have become acutely in tune with audience breakdowns, demographics separated by interests, online actions, and then the ability to optimize for all these actions and conversions. In a lot of cases, these social media algorithms outperform even Google when targeting audiences that would be potentially interested in your products and services, which ultimately has resulted in a lot of good, pairing people with products that would be valuable to them, while on the other hand also being slightly unnerving. Despite the oddities that social media is so good and so capable at identifying and targeting audiences, the reality is people and brands are connecting better, which ultimately results in mutually beneficial situations. Brands are able to sell their products and services, and audiences are able to find the things that are actually valuable to them. Now, typically, social media marketing is broken down very similarly to search engine marketing, meaning organic versus paid. On the search engine side, organic is search engine optimization, or SEO, in contrast with its paid counterpart, PPC or pay-per-click. On the social side, however, we simply call the two counterparts organic social media marketing and paid social media marketing. Both are important, and both have a variety of tips that will help you be successful in those strategies. In this video, we're going to cover at a high level as much as we can to give you a good understanding of how to move forward. You'll definitely want to watch for subsequent videos where we get into the weeds of both components of paid and organic social media marketing. Now, we could break down components of paid and organic social media marketing separately, but for the purposes of this video, we're going to break them down together, showing you that regardless which path you take, there are components that are shared by both organic and paid social media marketing. These four main components are goals and how to measure, audience and platform, creative, and cadence and consistency. All right, so the first main component, goals and identifying how to measure those goals. Much like other digital marketing channels, it's important for you to identify what key performance indicators or KPIs you're going to use to measure your success. While this is an important step for a lot of digital marketing channels, you simply won't get very far in social media marketing without them. So to identify these goals, you have to start with the question, what are you trying to do? Meaning, are you looking for brand awareness, audience engagement and growth, review acquisition? What are your primary and secondary conversions? Are you going for lead generation or maybe e-commerce? After you identify what it is you're trying to achieve, you can lay out what is the KPI or the key performance indicator that will measure that success. This will provide direction as to what goals or events you need to set up in Google Analytics, what pages or pathing users are going to take to identify those conversions were made, and ultimately then what you can tell the social media platforms to watch out for and optimize for. And then it's a matter of implementing those goals and events, as well as creating a model that's representative of that path. And then test, and iterate. Number 2, your audience and your platform. You need to be sure to start with some basic audience research. What are your competitors doing? Where are they engaging your audience? What types of audiences are they targeting and finding success with? The types of audiences that are available to you are certainly impacted by the platforms that you're using. For example, you'll find different age groups on different platforms, different interests in different categories. And those are great questions to start with. What ages, job titles, industries, or otherwise are you looking to target that might be interested in your brand and product? If you don't have that data already, it's a good idea to start somewhere and keep track and measure. Also, there are a lot of different tools that we won't be able to talk about in this video that can help you do this. One of them including SEM or SEMrush. Each platform is different in its organic presence as well as its paid platform if they have one. Get to know each platform. Know that each platform has different pros and cons. It is also important to know that despite the conversations and debates around Facebook, Facebook's ads platform is robust in its ability to identify audiences and optimize for conversions. A simple answer here is identify what each platform is good at, what types of content work well on each platform, and what types of audiences you can reach. Which brings us to number 3, the creative. Now, the creative is a dynamic and important step. Your creative establishes your brand and your tone, and it consists of either images, videos, as well as copy that will be engaging, enticing, and interesting to your audience. And honestly, this part often evades marketers. Many go through the checklist of items to make sure everything is set up correctly and functioning properly. They identify their audience well, which platform they're going to use, their goals, and then they overlook the importance of their creative. Now, we mentioned tone and brand. Tone and brand are established over time by the way you talk about your brand, your products, your services, how you present yourself, what you look like, and so on. These efforts ultimately create a feeling around who you are that ultimately impacts how your audience views your products and services. Are you active and attentive to the conversations taking place around you in social media platforms? Are you responding to questions and concerns? Are you curating good content that provides real value and solutions to real problems? Are you sticking to consistent themes that helps your audience place you in relation to your competitors? Which brings us to the 4th and final component, cadence and consistency. Finally, you need to establish a production calendar of sorts. Much like a content calendar that helps you cycle through the content you're building on your site, you should have something in place that helps you cycle through the different types of content you can produce on the different social media channels. For example, product photos, lifestyle images, illustrations, videos, memes, stories. You've seen them all, and certainly there's a lot more to be discovered. Each has its own pros and cons and purpose to fulfill. Establish your types of content, how you'll cycle through them, and the different initiatives that you will target for products, services, or otherwise. Become familiar with each type through tests and iterations. All in all, social media marketing is a large part of your online reputation, as well as your digital marketing strategy. If you haven't had a chance to check out our online reputation management video, check it out as well as our other SEO and digital marketing videos that we're producing. The short of it is that every effort that you do on social media needs to be genuine. Even with genuine efforts, you're going to get spam, competitor traffic, as well as just plain old simple internet trolls. We'll talk about how to appropriately identify and address these situations as well as other components in the weeds in subsequent videos. Which brings us to, why is social media marketing important? We touched on this earlier. We can agree that marketing allows us to get our products and services in front of more eyes. Good, bad, or indifferent, you simply cannot grow your business without marketing efforts. Heck, look at even word of mouth. Social media platforms are the ability to leverage the technology of today's world and utilize word of mouth across the internet. You simply can't reach eyes and ears where there are no people. In other words, you have to market where people are, and people are on the internet and they're on social media. Social media marketing, like search engine marketing, is the ability to get in front of people in different ways, acquire different types of traffic that helps supplement the types of leads that are coming in. These strategies coupled together are a great way to ensure that not all your eggs are in one basket. You have the ability to turn on and off paid initiatives as needed, and you have a consistent inbound from organic. So then, how do you know if you need social media marketing? Determining if you need social media marketing is actually quite easy. You can ask yourself these 3 questions. Do you want to boost conversions, whether lead generation, e-commerce, or otherwise, at a reasonable cost per acquisition? Do you want to grow your audience, your brand awareness at a quicker pace? Are you already leveraging SEO and other digital marketing strategies and you want to compound those efforts? If you can answer yes to any of these questions, it's important that you look further into social media marketing. So what? What do you do now? Well, as always, we hope that we provide sufficient information to our audiences to make educated decisions. If you decide that you want to go on and tinker on your own, more power to you. You'll find many resources across our site and YouTube channel that will help you get further in this endeavor. With that, we want to end with the reality of the situation. We don't want to scare you, but we do want to let you know that this is not easy. There are certainly wrong ways, but that's okay. We all have to learn. If you have the time and brain power to learn, implement, and then fix, test, and iterate on your own, ultimately, we certainly recommend that the time, money, and frustration that you'll save by hiring out a team of experts far outweighs the competitive month-to-month, no-contract premiums that we offer at SEO Works. But hey, if you're caught at crossroads and you don't know which way to go, take advantage of the free opportunities that we offer, where you can get upfront work from us to see how we do it, what our transparency is like, and the expertise we have in our teams. Utilize the free SEO analysis and the other freebies below, and get a good idea of what our team can do. As always, we wish you luck, and we encourage you to like and subscribe so that you can stay up on the latest on all things SEO. Because let's be honest, SEO works.